I have 3 important points, and I'm just going to make them right away to make sure that you don't miss them and I don't forget to say them. The first one is, meditation is a powerful tool and it can be downright life-changing. Now, quantum physics tells us that everything is made of energy, including us. When you get out into nature and connect with nature, you're connecting with a really high vibration, pure, positive energy. And I think, you might think of this as like source energy, or maybe getting closer to God. The third point is, getting out into nature to meditate can be downright magical. Now I know I've mentioned, both Mary and I went through a year-long clairvoyant training program, and we started doing things regularly, like heading into the mountains to meditate. We learned a lot of things. I also developed a book and blogs and started more in-depth looking into different types of meditation. One thing we discovered is with specific exercises, you can start moving quantum energy through your body and your energy system and releasing blocks. There are low vibration blocks that might form related to an emotional trauma. When you start releasing these blocks, you start bringing more high vibration energy through your body, improving your health, and you can bring your body more up into or your whole energy system into an alignment with the higher vibration spiritual realm. And this is how you develop things like psychic abilities. And creativity, I think, really is just getting in touch with that inner part of you that's already wise and maybe it's got some great creative ideas. Another benefit is staying calm in times of upheaval. And speaking of psychic abilities, I got a message that we might be going through a period where some major changes in news are coming, and it'd be very beneficial for people to stay grounded and to meditate. You can also have some pretty interesting spiritual experiences, like a sense of euphoria when you're meditating. Now, I mentioned meditating in nature. Meditation really, some people think of it as that you have to stop all thoughts. You don't. It really means finding a focal point, slowing down that stream of thoughts that race through our head, and letting your mind and body relax. Now, there are a lot of great focal points in nature. Focal points that people are maybe used to are things like Om or breath meditation. But in nature, you could sit next to a stream, listen to the sound of gurgling water, or maybe a roaring waterfall. Dancing flames of a fire, a great thing to meditate on, and I think a lot of times people sit around a campfire and really enjoy it and you don't realize that they're meditating. Taking the beauty of a flower, just stay in the present moment and let go of other thoughts. And the sound of waves rolling into shore is a wonderful thing to meditate on. Of course, there's rain pitter-pattering on a roof or on plants. And this is a great time of year for sitting on your porch and meditating on that. Now, Mary and I love getting out to the mountains, finding a quiet spot, and meditating to really just take in the energy, the beauty of the place. But we also love beaches. And you can often find nice driftwood logs as a backrest on a beach. Great place to meditate. Deception Pass, another wonderful place to go in the winter. Oh, jumped ahead of myself here. There's a beach at Deception Pass that's got some great driftwood logs. It looks out on the Strait of Juan de Fuca. Now, I mentioned psychic abilities. I sat down on that beach, connected with a spirit guide that we have had a number of past lives with. I said, have you ever had a past life related to the ocean? Well, I started seeing scenes from a life in an ancient civilization where we were on a ship's crew together, and we would go out and explore. After looking at that for a while, I opened my eyes and there was a gray whale spouting in front of me at Deception Pass. Sat there well, I'd stayed there in that vicinity for about 20 minutes, which I thought was pretty amazing. And I kind of thought, well, this is some kind of a spiritual experience. I think my spirit guide had something to do with that. Had a similar experience at Cypress Island, just north of Anacortes. I was meditating there. In a very brief span of time, I had a hummingbird come and hover right next to me. An eagle land in the tree above me and start calling, and then 4 killer whales swim by. Now, I thought that was a pretty cool experience. Mary sometimes takes this one step further. Rather than just meditating in nature, she'll ask for an experience. We were up at Baker Lake, and we went down to the shore. We backpacked for the night, went down to the shore to meditate. She closed her eyes and said, I'd like a sign that somebody up there is listening. When we opened our eyes, there was a big ring around the sun. I'd never seen a sundog like that. Now, I was pretty sure somebody was listening. God, an angel, spirit guide, I don't know who, but it was a very cool experience. And I think we're starting to have more experiences like this because they'd like to encourage us to do things like connect with nature, to meditate, to raise our vibration. And getting out in nature is a great way to do that. And if you're interested in more about meditation, I've got a couple of websites with a number of meditation exercises and a book, Simple Meditation. Bellingham Toastmasters.